Hello everyone and welcome to the second episode of this Clue Classic playthrough. In the last episode we played Miss Josephine Scarlet, wait, they're supposed to be British. Whatever. And it turned out that it was Colonel Mustard in the study with the candlestick. And Miss Josephine Scarlet did not figure out who the murderer was, so she failed. Today, however, this episode, we are gonna play with Colonel Mustard, the murderer from the last episode. And hopefully it'll be a bit better when, or he will use his military tactics or whatever to figure out what's happening. Colonel Michael Mustard. Colonel Mustard, a frequent guest at Tudor Mansion, was an old acquaintance of Sir Huge Black. Oh, he is named Mr. Black in this game. No, he's not. He later befriended Sir Huge's nephew, John Body. Although Mustard's military career was not undistinguished, he was more of a legend in his own mind. After retiring, Mustard convinced the publisher that his military exploits would make a good book. Having received several advanced payments, he has produced only one chapter. Meanwhile, creditors hound him in search of payment due. Yeah, all these backstories, by the way, are supposed to be like why they would have a reason to murder, and I think Miss Scarlet has the worst one. She's just there for a holiday. At least this guy would inherit some money, I assume. Anyway, let's see which three cards we will start with this time. Last time we had 2 weapon cards. I prefer to have 2 room cards. Again, we get the same result though. But that is fine, at least the candlestick won't be the murderer weapon again. Miss Scarlet, per usual, starts the game. And she heads straight for the lounge. Where, of course, the rule I said last time, the computer will always suggest you first. Always. But of course, it suggests something that I have, the lounge, but we now know that Scarlet most likely does not have Colonel Mustard, and she most likely doesn't have the lead pipe. Or lead. The pipe. Me and the lounge, I do not want to be here. I want to go to the conservatory, because, you know, I know it didn't happen in the lounge. I have surveillance tapes or whatever. Let's see now. Oh, it's at the top. So, Colonel Mustard suggests himself with a knife. Can you imagine, like, going up to, like, a group of people and trying to investigate this murder and be like, hey guys, what if I did it in the conservatory with the knife? That's because he did! This one doesn't count! Okay, easiest case ever. It was you! Oh, thank you. I'm not a sergeant. Most grateful. I see you turned yourself in. Very honorable. Family friend confesses to Tudor Mansion murder. So, GG. Let's compare notes, huh? Miss Peacock, what did you learn? Nothing. You're a weakling. Okay, that one doesn't count. We're gonna start this one again. Oh, I love it. There we go. Let's start again. Well, maybe we'll get some better cards this time. 2 rooms and 1 suspect or 1 weapon, please. Booyah! At least it would be the knife this time. Colonel Mustard is such a murderer. It's the 2nd time in a row. Yeah, by the way, the bad thing over here is just how many cases you've solved. I installed this game again back in February, I think, on my new computer, this one. So I think I only have, you know, I haven't solved that many cases, because I lose half of them, as you saw in the last episode. Now it's 1-1, technically, but I would rather win honorably than just being super lucky. Anyways, I am still being suggested. Oh, she did my thing there. Go for the Colonel Mustard knife in the first room you're in. Well, lady, I have the knife card, but I don't think you have the mustard card. Oops, I have no... Oh, okay. Sure, that's actually fine. No, wait, I have the... Okay, sometimes it's nice to go into a room that you have. And the reason why is because then you can eliminate one of either the suspects or the weapons. So for me right now, since I don't have any of these, it would be nice to eliminate Miss White with the rope, for an example. You need to eliminate one of those two instead of the room. So sometimes it's nice to go into... Yeah. I mean, come on! What's happening now? I love it! Okay, but it's not the rope, because Scarlet has that. The dining room is mine, so I know that's not it. But Mrs. White! Scarlet's only. Mrs. White most likely did it, and I found out immediately. Maybe there was blood on her frock or something. Again, my favorite character when I was young was definitely Mrs. White. She was portrayed in my board game as much older. She looked like a 70-year-old, maybe. And I thought it was so fascinating, the idea of her just going around and being like, candlestick in your face, buddy. Well, the rope belonged to Scarlet, so I know that was not it. Dining room is mine. So you didn't learn anything new there. Green won't make it to a room. Peacock makes it to the conservatory, where she thinks it's Mrs. White with the rope. Because that's what everybody thinks. Now I get it though, you have to determine which one is it. Is it the, well... Do they actually? Wait, whoops, conservatory, plum minus. Very important. If you miss one, you can lose. Okay, Scarlet also makes her way to the conservatory. Feel free. She doesn't suggest Mrs. White, which is kind of peculiar, but I guess, no, actually it's not at all, because she knows which card she has. Duh, I'm stupid. Okay, so, mustard, oh wait, I'm mustard. Oh, I always forget that. Scarlet, white, and... But green might have the revolver card. For the conservatory, white doesn't have it, green might. Scarlet doesn't have it, white doesn't have it. Sorry about that, just a sneeze. Sorry, I just got a text from my student. You know, I work as a teacher, and I have summer holidays. I don't wanna I don't wanna have contact with them right now. Don't tell them I said that. You know what? Mrs. Peacock with the candlestick. I don't have any notes on any of this, and I'm just gonna go a bit more random this time. Doom boom. Okay, Miss Peacock did not do it because Peacock has that card herself. The whole white and green does not have it, and the candlestick, white and green does not, or green as I've written twice in a row now, does not have it. Yes, feel free to make a suggestion of yourself, I guess. Yeah. I think that means that actually Scarlet has... No, we don't know. We don't know though, that's so annoying. So, I'm getting annoyed. We're just finding these things on total random now, and I don't approve of it. We're gonna have a real round of Clue. No! I refuse to actually have these, like, as our cases. I really do. We're gonna make this happen, and you're all gonna be inspectors, not detectives or rookies. Come on! But that's kind of the magic of Clue, though, that it can be like really short things like that. Suddenly you just find the right combination, and it's just... It feels really good when you do it, but it doesn't feel good when everybody else does it. Okay, we have not received one suspect card in any of our free matches so far. So annoying. Okay, can you just please... Ooh, Look at me. I'll be able to go to the dining room, maybe, and make a suggestion before I move somewhere else. Nice. Well, I'm gonna start with my opening then. I swear, if this is the murder combination again, I will... Okay, thank you. Boom, boom, boom. White won't make it to a place. Is it green then who will automatically teleport me somewhere else? No. Peacock then will teleport me automatically somewhere else. You know, by accusing me first, since I'm, you know. Okay, Peacock again chooses not to go into the conservatory. This is kind of weird. It feels weird that none of them has made it into a room yet. What's happening? Why are you guys not entering the rooms? You're just giving me a head start here. Okay, finally, Peacock. No Scarlet. And he's just Colonel Mustard with the knife. Well, okay, fine. Well, I don't have any of these cards, so it's nice to know what people have to say. Okay, so I know Scarlet doesn't have the Mustard card, White doesn't, but Green might. And I write Green correctly this time. Scarlet doesn't have it, White doesn't have it, Green might. In the lounge, White doesn't have it, Green might. Sure, let's go back to the dining room. We didn't get any cards, or we didn't get anything nice there, so... I'm just moving down the line. Moving down the line indeed. Okay, this is good. We have 2 white cards now. And that's actually really nice, because then we can exclude her from every other card almost soon. If we just learn what her third card is. And then also, if she shows a card on anything that is not related to the knife or the dining room, well, we know that's her third card. So, her third card. So... Let's see here. The wrench, White doesn't have it. Green might. Again, Green has something to do with everything here. White doesn't have it. Green might. Oh no, that was last round, not this one. No, it's this round. Blah, blah, blah. Ballroom is mine. Haven't I started awfully a lot with the ballroom today? Feels like it. Let's see, Mr. Green suggests himself in the conservatory with the pipe. Not gonna try to say that word again. I never liked Mr. Green, he's my least favorite character. Well, I have the pipe, so Peacock might have the conservatory. Green doesn't have himself, but Peacock might. Okay, this is starting to be a more fair game again. No luck guesses now, okay? Peacock, I'm looking at you, and Mrs. White. And Scarlet, and Green, and Plum. And myself, I guess. Well, I have the ballroom. Oh, I have lead pipe too. Well, I'm gonna show the ballroom because there's more rooms to choose from, you know. Anyways, when it comes to Professor Plum, Peacock, Plum, and Scarlet does not have him. The lead pipe's on the ballroom is mine. Yes, keep making suggestions in the ballroom. It makes it easier for me to determine what's being suggested here. Well, maybe we'll find out who has the Professor Plum card. No, we won't. Yeah, I like giving away rooms before I give anything else away because, you know, there's fewer here and there's more here. Boom, boom, boom. I do indeed. Hello, have the ballroom card. I don't want to do I? No, I want to go to the kitchen. The kitchen, oh, okay, the conservatory then. The kitchen is technically the room that's the furthest away, I think, from anything. It's like the most difficult to get to, so I like to get there first and try to get it out of the way. White, green, Peacock though. Peacock, 1. And then let's see, the revolver, white is fresh out, green is fresh out. And the conservatory, white does not have it, green does not have it. Ooh. Joining me in the conservatory, are you, you dirty girl? Okay, no, I should stop. And she's just Colonel Mustard after all. Copycat! Is that what you made you win last round? Was just copying me? And you have the Colonel Mustard card per usual, so that's no surprise. Yeah, for me, the most often the murders become committed, it hasn't at all during this display, I think, but the library is like murder mayhem heaven. Seriously. Okay, it's interesting that green suggests Scarlet, because I have written green question mark. So I'm gonna assume that he doesn't. Peacock doesn't, but Plum might. That leaves Scarlet and Plum. So I'm gonna try to focus a bit on Miss Scarlet. The billiard room, Peacock does not have it. Plum might. The knife, I know, belongs to white. Interesting, actually. Interesting. Is it Professor Plum with the lead pipe? Well, no, it's not, because I now have one of those cards. Okay, good. Good, good, good. Finally we learned something else there. I know she doesn't have the lead pipe thing. Professor Plum. Okay. So, we now know that Scarlet has the conservatory. And the reason why we know that is because I know she can't have Professor Plum's card, because I already written a minus there. And I know she doesn't have the lead pipe because it's mine. Which leaves the conservatory. That's nice, we have eliminated a room. Doom. I love that voice so much. Sounds like a man, but maybe watching too many drag queens. Let's see, lounge. We don't know much about the lounge yet, but we know that Scarlet might have it. Candlestick is mine, and Mrs. Peacock. We don't have much information about her at all. Same as Mrs. White. We're focusing on the men here quite heavily, but not the women. Has to change. I'm gonna go for Miss White next. I'm gonna go for Miss Scarlet. Miss Scarlet needs to be eliminated because she's getting down to the wire there. Mr. Green with the rope in the light. Again, library is murder mayhem heaven. It really is. Okay, so White might have the green card. Scarlet most likely does not. The rope, Scarlet doesn't have it, indeed. Oh, wait. Now I need to think, because we know that White has the dining room, and we know that White has the knife. Can she have Mr. Green's? Yes, she can. Can she have the rope? No, she cannot. Therefore, it is. This is the last card of Mrs. White, right? That is right, right? I think so. I really do. I'm gonna go for it. Let's see. Do I want to stay in the conservatory? No, I do not. Want to go to the lounge? Sure. We don't really have full control there. I want to suggest Mr. Scarlet in the lounge with the rope. Okay, green has the lounge. Is this the first green card? Yes, it is. And since White is now out of the equation, I know which cards she has or have, then there's no point in trying to focus on that more. Like what she replies to this, because we already know. Mrs. White suggests herself with a candlestick, which it would be nice. Well, if either me or green... Oh no, green is the next one, then never mind. Yeah, then we didn't learn anything. A billiard room is totally unexplored. No, it's not. Somebody's been there. So just me, please. I want to go there. Okay, never mind. Well, I know White has the knife, so that's good, because then it'll take a while till we get to White, because she's in the bottom there now. Which means that we would learn something new here. Okay, so Green doesn't have the White card, Peacock doesn't, Plum doesn't, and Scarlet might. And I know White doesn't, so it's Scarlet only that can have the White card, so I need to focus a bit there too. When it comes to the billiards room, actually only Scarlet only there too. Scarlet only minus for some reason. The knife belongs to Mrs. White, so either Mrs. White or the billiard room belongs to Scarlet. I don't know which one. So I'm gonna try to make my way there and suggest Mrs. White in the meantime to try to eliminate her or to get her to be the suspect. If that made sense, it probably didn't. But I don't like that Miss Peacock is blocking me in here. I don't like that at all. This, no, it's actually not a tough one at all. Is it? No, you know what? I'm gonna go to the conservatory, because Scarlet has that card, which she is, you know, at the bottom of those who will give me cards now. Which means that I have a fair opportunity to eliminate... Oh, I do not, though. Then I should probably do Miss Scarlet instead. Should I? You know, Miss Peacock, sure, with the rope. Sounds good. Okay, good. That's the second Peacock card. Conservatory I know belongs to Miss Scarlet, which leaves Mrs. Peacock. Which White and Green also does not have, which means there's only Peacock and Scarlet who can have that card too. Yeah, good. Good. Suggest yourself with the wrench. Oh, with Peacock, okay, I guess. Well, she has the rope card, so that's pretty easy. And the billiard room, there's only Scarlet left, so yeah, didn't learn anything new there. Okay, good. The more times the enemy doesn't get to suggest anything, the better, if you ask me. Like, because then it can suddenly happen upon the suggestion or the right suggestion. Okay, what about you, Mrs. Peacock? Mrs. White with the knife. Okay, I know it's not the wife. No, the knife. Well, the wife. I know it's not the wife that murdered him. So this was nothing new either. The hall is left unexplored. As is the kitchen, as is the library, as is the study, though. So we have a lot of ground to work with here. Professor Plum with the pipe in the hall. We haven't... Okay, I have the pipe, so that's actually okay. Professor Plum, I learned nothing new. The hall, we learned that Scarlet does not have it, which does not surprise me. We know also that White doesn't have it. You're also going to the hall. Please don't suggest me, because I really want to get to the billiards room. I hate you. I hate you so much. She did that on purpose, I swear. Yes, of course, I have the candlestick, so just F off. Sure, while I'm there, why not, right? It also works, actually, because then I can eliminate Mrs. White from Scarlet's repertoire. And the revolver, sure. I suggest Mrs. White in the hall with the revolver. Booyah! In your collective faces, you shit. Gonna stop there. That was lucky. Thank you, Miss Scarlet, then. So, it was Mrs. White in the hall we just shot him to death. Yes! Because it can't be wrong, you know. Veteran souls cue to mansion murder. Thank you. This has been the Colonel Mustard episode. I think we were pretty far ahead from everybody else. I don't think anybody had figured out much. No. Which is good. They were actually all over the place, which is interesting. They had, for the most part, figured out many of the rooms. That's kind of surprising. I had not. I struggled a lot with the rooms. But anyway, we did it. In the next episode, we'll be playing with Mrs. White, I think. So, my favorite as a kid. So, I'll see you in that episode. I've been AbidingGamer. Bye-bye.